Okay, in this video we'll do the base part of the control block that's shown in the open file here on the left side. So the first thing I would do probably is go ahead and create the shape on this face, which they indicate in the drawing as the front. So to do that, I would just go to Start 2D Sketch, go to the front plane, and then we'll just go in there and draw a rectangle maybe or two. Why not? Might be a little easier. Make sure you start at the origin there. And I'll draw two rectangles. Okay, and I'll go ahead and do a trim. And whoops, wrong software. Trim that out. So now we should have just a line here, so on. Okay, so now we'll go ahead and dimension. So I want to dimension this line right here, and according to the drawing, that's 1 1/8, 1.125. Now you could actually put 1 plus 1/8, I should say. Notice that'll do that for you. Then I'll put a dimension up here for the top, for the length, and that says that it's 5 inches. So that looks a little better. Then it gives this dimension for this line right here is 1 1/4. So again, 1 plus 1 divided by 4 if you want. That's fine. And then we've got this one, which is 1 1/4 also, 0.25. And then we've got a distance from here up to here. And that dimension, and if we were doing it the way we should in drafting, we'd put it out here. That dimension is 5/8, so again 5/8 if you want. Okay, and we'll move this dimension out here. That would have been better. Now we're missing something here. Well, notice this line is still green, so I can move that off of that axis. So what I want to do is create a collinear between this line and this line. It locks that in. And let's see, now we've got I don't know what we can do here as far as that goes. And if we show all the constraints, maybe that'll help us. It does show that these are parallel, but it doesn't show that they're vertical, so or perpendicular or anything else. So I think what that means is we could maybe move something here. I don't know, although it's not showing up there that we could. But let's go ahead and try a vertical on this line right here, and notice that goes ahead and locks everything in, so it is fully constrained. I'll right click and turn off my constraints. Now I don't need to see them anymore, and I'll just finish the sketch. So the sketch is done. So now we'll do an extrusion. Of course we want to flip that. I like to flip it and make it go the other way. Now the overall width of this is 2 3/4, and we'll accept that. That's good for that. So then we would probably hit the save button. Okay, so then we could go in there and maybe do some filleting if you wanted to, or we can put that hole in. That'd probably be the next thing I would do. I'm not big about filleting just yet, and although you could fill it underneath there, it wouldn't be a problem. We have to put fillet in there, but I'm going to do the hole, and I need this to be a threaded hole. And I apologize, my computer seems to be acting rather slow today. We should be able to get a hole here, and it should be threaded. It's also going to be linear, and we would want to select the faces and such, but we really need to, there we go. It is a unified screw thread. It is a 3/8/16, so we'll have to go here to 375, and there's your 3/8/16 2B. The thread goes full depth, and the hole goes all the way through. So we'll go ahead and pick the face, and we'll pick a location for that, and we'll right click Well, something went haywire. Face this first reference, I want to come off of here, and that wants to be 5/8. Again, don't hit enter, and I think it comes off of the back then. 1 3/8, and I make sure I've got everything set there now, and it does look like it, and I'll hit OK, and there's my threaded hole, and it's in the right location. If you want to check, you can always hit that right click on that, show the dimensions, and there you can see the dimensions, and that shows you the tap drill hole right there. It's 0.307. That's the size hole you would have to drill before you threaded the part. Okay, and we'll just hit escape on that, and we could rebuild if you wanted to, and that would get rid of those. Okay, so next then we'll I guess the next thing we would do would be to create this plane over here. So much like we did in the second lab, or the third lab, we want to go to plane, but first we need to pick our hinge point. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and stop this video here, and then we'll do the next section on another video. I guess before we do that, we could go ahead and do some filleting. The fillets on that need to be 1/8 of an inch, I believe it says, unless otherwise specified. So we'll go in here and we'll pick this edge here, rotate that around, pick that edge there, and we can accept that. Just hit apply if you want. Now we could go ahead and fillet this edge here, all these vertical edges basically. Yeah, we can do that one. And we'll do this, and that, and go ahead and hit OK because we're done with those. So I don't want to put fillets around this top just yet. In fact, I need to use this here when we get ready to do that other video. Also, I guess if you wanted, you could change the color at this point. We could pick out some kind of material. I had used gold on that last piece there. I don't know, you can get different types of things. Here's a black. You wanted black, but that doesn't show up very well, so maybe we'll go with a little different color on this. And this is for the overall piece, and you can change other things. It would be nice to use these colors here, but it really won't work because it shows a wood grain. So there's something a little different, a little darker. So I'll go ahead and save this, and we'll do the next file or the next video to create this piece.